Every Thursday night, our apartment turned into a makeshift casino for our weekly poker game. Just a bunch of friends, some drinks, a few decks of cards, and the occasional snack that no one would ever admit to bringing. It was all pretty standard, or at least it was until Joe showed up with a bulging briefcase. I chuckled, thinking maybe he was going to surprise us with some fancy cigars or, knowing Joe, a new gadget he'd somehow convinced himself was essential for poker. But no, when he flipped it open, it was packed to the brim with Monopoly money. He grinned like a kid who just discovered his dad's secret candy stash. "Joe, you do realize we're not playing Monopoly, right?" I asked, trying to keep a straight face, while everyone else burst into laughter. But Joe was undeterred. He insisted that real money was too stressful, and we should embrace the freedom of colorful bills. To our surprise, everyone went along with it. Maybe it was the whiskey, or perhaps the sheer novelty of trading in plastic hotels and wooden houses that made it oddly appealing. The game went on, and Joe was on a roll, collecting properties like he owned the board, until he hit a rough patch and went bankrupt. Now, this would be the part where Joe would sheepishly fold and we'd all have a good laugh. But then, the unexpected happened. Standing at our door was Mr. Thompson, our landlord, looking more disgruntled than usual. Apparently, he'd come to remind us that rent was due soon. Joe, in a moment of pure genius or madness, reached into his pile of Monopoly cards and handed Mr. Thompson a get-out-of-jail-free card. The rest of us held our breath, knowing Mr. Thompson had a sense of humor as dry as a desert. To everyone's shock, Mr. Thompson just stared at the card, his frown slowly melting into a reluctant chuckle. "Well, Joe," he said, "I guess next month's rent better land you on free parking." And with that, he turned and walked away, leaving us in disbelief and stitches. We realized then that in life, as in Monopoly, it's not the hand you're dealt, but the way you play your cards, or in Joe's case, how you get out of paying rent with a little cardboard card.